I'm Rob.
And I'm Matt.
And this is the Tethered Review in VR by Barefoot Gaming. In a magical skyborn world, take on the role of a powerful spirit guardian charged with restoring life and balance. Command the Peeps, your local servants, to feed, fight, build, and sacrifice themselves for the greater good in a quest to release your entombed brethren. As the sun shines, harvest the island's bountiful resources, bend the very elements to your will, and prepare your peeps well. 13 unique islands await your guiding hand in this beautiful and engrossing virtual reality strategy game, and it's unlike anything you have ever experienced before. Okay, so now you've seen a little bit of what the gameplay looks like, kind of, because VR never looks right when you see it in 2D, but it gives you like a rough idea of what the game does.
Mm-hmm. What you're wanting to do is, it's kind of like an Age of Empires type style where you're like a god looking down on these minions that are called peeps. And basically you tell them what to do. They can go and mine, and they go chop wood, and they can build buildings for you and barracks and stuff like that. And then at nighttime, you're going to have these slug worm things come out that they're going to have to attack. You're just trying to advance your civilization.
So what ends up happening is you've got different islands depending on which level you're on, and the islands are laid out completely different, changing your strategy.
Yep.
You control the weather. You don't control the land, but you control the weather. So if there's a lake you want your guys to cross, you can drag a storm cloud, like a snow cloud, across it, and that will make it ice so they can travel.
Yep.
Sunshine you'd put on the crops. That'll make the crops grow. Rain on the forests.
And the tornado you would do on the metal.
Just like for real.
Yeah.
So these eggs fall out of the sky.
The eggs fall down, and you can either have one of your peeps come down and sit on it and hatch the egg, which creates another peep, or you can take a sun cloud and put it on there and it'll make the peep spawn too. So the first thing you do is basically you have one of your peeps fall down, and they have to open up this totem that spawns up.
So once you send a peep to the totem and open it up, then you'll have a place where your peeps can drop off all the resources. And you can build stuff. What kind of stuff can you build?
Right, well, you can build a barracks, you can build a farm on top of your field. You can basically build a sawmill type thing on your trees, and a mining area on top of your rocks and everything like that, just to make it more efficient.
On top of that, you can upgrade them.
Right, you can actually make your barracks or one of your buildings into a tower, and you can actually collect stone to make the stone fire at night. When the slugs come out, it'll shoot them, and that'll help you stay safe, I guess, at night.
So the only thing that helps you progress a level isn't actually how many buildings you've built or how many people you've defeated. It's how much of this, like, essence stuff that you draw from winning.
Yeah. If you collect a crystal or something like that, it'll have this blue orb type stuff that you just suck into the totem, and I think it's 200 or 300 for the tutorial in order for that to finish.
And every level has its own amount that it needs. You suck it in, it all comes towards you. Boom, you finish the level, you get on to the next one.
Yep.
But that sounds way easier than it actually is, because the nighttime rolls around again, and all of a sudden you've got enemies crawling up from the bottom of your island.
And you just start off with one peep, so really it takes you a long time to get everything all together, because I think the tutorial itself took like half an hour for each of us just to go through to experience everything to get where the tutorial's like, okay, now we're done.
So there's 13 islands in total that you can go, and like I said, every island is totally different. So some of them will have bridges across, some of them have water running. All of them are totally different, changing the way you play. Obviously, the harder the level, harder everything gets.
Right, so depending, like from the tutorial island to the second island, you can have an extra 4 buildings on the second level, as to the tutorial you could only have 3 buildings up at a time. So that makes a big difference play-wise of how much you can do and what you can do with those different buildings.
And I'd like to point out, it's that little blue essence stuff that you have to get to pass. That's important. Otherwise, you'll just keep playing and playing, and you'll upgrade all your buildings and be like, I'm still playing the same level.
Yeah.
The blue stuff is what gets you to the next level. This is a pretty expensive game. This is, I think, $27.99 Canadian is what it's sitting at right now.
Yep.
So this is on the higher scale of VR titles. How many
dead peeps?
How many dead peeps do you give out of 10?
Honestly, I'd give this game like a 9 out of 10. It's a really fun game, and it may seem a little bit overpriced, especially when you're looking at it from an outside view, not in VR. But as soon as you're in VR, it makes it totally worth it, because it's very immersive and it's a great experience.
You can easily sink between 50 minutes plus per level. So you could have a possibility of over 13 hours
it's not crap. It's a good game.
And you can zoom right in. Like, you can see them. You can see them from further away or further. You do kind of like a little crawl thing to actually get down and spread your arms and to change height and stuff. But yeah, you can get right in there. And like Matt said, it's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
I think it's a great game. Don't get me wrong. But I'd probably sit at about a 6.5.
It's a great game.
I want to be fair.
That's more than... What are you talking about? Change the review. I'm Matt, and this is Rob.
We're doing this again. No, it is. It's a really good game. It's maybe not totally up my alley. That's the only difference. So this is more a difference of opinion as to the game style. It is great. It's polished. It looks beautiful. And if it's something that you think you might like, get it. And I would recommend this game.
Yeah, no, I 100% recommend it. If you enjoy RTSs, you're going to most likely enjoy this game.
You will most likely enjoy this game too.
I don't want to be conclusive here.
So I was looking it up online, and it said something about how the fact that whole, us saying like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff at the end, that is not very effective. So I'm going to try to say it differently, so maybe you hear it. But it would be good if we could get a subscription. If you do like it, let us know. Because it's hours worth of work to do this. We're slaving. We're slaving away. And as long as we know you're enjoying it, we're laughing and we'll keep doing it.
Right.
That's it. Thank you very much for the review. Talk to you again real soon. See ya.
See ya.